Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go over what the best WordPress website builder is. Website builders are tools that typically allow users to build websites without coding or manual code editing or anything like that. There are some really popular ones out there that are compatible with WordPress, and some of them are designed for people who don't have a lot of coding experience or any experience in WordPress. So they're designed to be very user-friendly, front-end, kind of drag and drop functionality. The two that we'll go over today are Elementor and Divi. Both page builders are really good for designing websites. Divi is slightly cheaper than Elementor, but it has quite a bit of a learning curve. That's sort of the main difference between Elementor and Divi, is that Elementor is aimed more at WordPress people with little experience with web design or WordPress and who want to build a website by themselves. Divi, on the other hand, is used by professional web designers to build websites for their clients. So there is a bit of a learning curve with using Divi if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of experience with web design or coding. So first up is Elementor. Elementor lets you create original looking posts and pages that are kind of unique and compared with the standard post page templates that come with your WordPress theme. You get 100% separate interface on your posts and pages. It doesn't require any kind of HTML, CSS or any kind of coding skills. Everything is very sort of drag and drop. With Elementor you get some pre-coded widgets, which you can see on their website. You get basic widgets like heading, images, video, things like that you can sort of drag and drop onto wherever you want it on your page. And it's already pre-coded for you. All you need to do is select which widget that you want and place it wherever you want, and then just change the content. So it works on the front end of your website, meaning it shows you the outcome of your work right away as you're doing it, so you can see exactly what you're doing as you're doing it. And it works with all WordPress themes, so you can keep your current design and still get all of the widgets that come with Elementor. The main benefit of using Elementor is that you can create your own pages, even if you're not professional or have any site experience with site building. It's important, I guess, if you're on like a small budget and don't want to hire anyone to help with your site. Elementor itself has been installed on over 3 million WordPress websites and counting, so it is a very popular plugin used by a lot of people. Some of the main benefits are what I talked about, essentially the widgets. So there are more than sort of 90 content elements modules to choose from, things like images, headings, buttons, things like that. And this is all the basic ones. So Elementor comes is in its basic form as free, and then there's a pro version where you get access to even more things. So with the free version you get all of these widgets here that you can drag and drop onto any page, and then with the pro you get even more different types of widgets, things like pricing tables, slides, if you wanted to make like a hero section with like slides on it instead. A video playlist, progress trackers, all of these things come with the pro version of Elementor. The pages can be edited on mobile, and you can make them all SEO friendly as well. Another main feature of Elementor, if you have the pro version, is that there's a library of pre-made templates and pre-made sections that you can import and modify. And this is especially good if you don't have any experience in web design, or you don't have you're not sure where to begin with. So for example, once you have Elementor set up, and if you were to click on this template button here, you can see you can import a range of different page templates or even block templates. So block templates being sections, so you have like about sections here, you've got archive sections, you've got call to action sections, or if you go into pages again, these are all pre-designed templates that you can use, and all you need to do then, just to make it a bit more your own, is change the branding, change the colors, things like that. So these are all sections and pages that you are free to use once you have Elementor. So if we click into which one that you want, click insert, and then just click apply, you can see Elementor applying that page for us, that page template for us. And you can see the page is essentially built for us, and all we need to do is just change maybe the content settings and change the style settings as well. So again, it's really good if you're not sure where to begin with in terms of your website design, and it's also good then if you're not sure if you're wanting to code or anything or not. It also saves a lot of time because you're not designing everything from scratch. And again, if you don't want to import a whole page, you can always import sections and then just change the layout of them as you wish. So just to show you the widgets that you have, so if this is your editor on the left, and you can see all of the widgets that come with Elementor. So the basic is all with the free version of Elementor, and then you've got the Pro, which includes a lot more widgets that you want. So for example, all we need to do to add one of these is just click into one of the widgets and drag it to where we want. For example, over here, and it just adds the widget over there. And all we need to do is click, and all we need to do is update the content settings. So it's very drag and drop, very easy to kind of edit things and really make the site exactly how you want it. The other thing you can do with Elementor is use their theme builder, and this is more if you're on the Pro version of Elementor, but this allows you to modify your theme's core elements like the header, footer, single post template, or your blog archives. So just to show you, you can see we've got the Elementor tab here, and if you go into templates, there's a section for theme builder, and this makes it really easy for you to edit your theme's header, footer, single post, single page, archive, a loop item. All of these you can edit now with Elementor. So for example, if you wanted to edit the heading, you just click into the plus sign here for heading. And again, just like before, you can select a range of different templates if you want, if you're not sure how to design or where to begin with your design, or you just want something to start off with so it's not a fully blank slate. All you need to do is click into the one that you want, click insert, and you can see the entire heading's just been added now. And all we need to do is change either like obviously the logo image, we can change the styling, and we can apply that onto our site instead. So it's really easy to customize your header, so you can do the same thing with your footer and make the header and footer exactly how you want it. And you can do this for header, footer, single post, blog archives, things like that. So you have full control over what you're editing, and it's very easy to edit them as well. It's also really compatible with WooCommerce. So with WooCommerce, obviously you get the standard core theme pages like the single product, the products archive, and things like that. But you can see if you go back to theme builder, we can edit the single product template. We can also edit the products archive template as well. And it even comes with its own widgets that are separate for WooCommerce only. So for example, if we go to the add new for a single product, so you can see, again, just like with the header and all the other pages, you have your own templates that you modify and tweak. So these are WordPress or Elementor ones that you can insert and edit if you need to. So for example, if you click this one and click insert, and you can see the template being added. And if you go back to the widgets section, you can see now there's a new section of widgets for product, and it allows you to add all the product content. So you can make an entirely different single product template by yourself, just by using the theme builder and the extra widgets, or you can just design it, use the designs that already are available to you, and just update like the font, the theme colors, and things like that. And then once you're done, you just set them to display on all your products. It's also really easy to edit things on mobile and tablet, so you can see these little toggles here, and you can toggle between tablet view and edit anything on tablet view. You can toggle on mobile view and edit anything on mobile view. So it makes it really sort of helps you make your site really mobile responsive. In terms of pricing, you remember I said there's two versions of Elementor. There's the basic version, which is fully free, and then there's the Pro version, which has some cost to it. So depending on how much you're wanting to edit your site and how many features that you want, how having Elementor could just be fully free for you, or you may want the full templates and you may want the more widgets that come with Elementor Pro. So to look at the pricing, you just go into the Elementor site and then just click on the pricing tab, and you want to look for the page builder plugin. And you can see the plugin price plans basically that you can pick from. So with all of these plans that you have, they come with the basic and pro widgets. That's about more than 100 there. It comes with a theme builder, which is what we talked about earlier, to edit the core elements of your theme, things like your headers, footers, single blog, single post, things like that. Then you've got the basic and pro templates as well. So there's templates that come in the free version, but even more that come with the pro version. You get the WooCommerce store builder, so that's what I showed you as well previously, to see to design your own sort of Elementor stores, things like single blog, single post, things like that, and single product and archive stores. And then you've got the landing page builder as well, so you can build every single page with that drag and drop functionality. It also comes with form builder, so Elementor have their own form builders. So it saves you from having to get a separate form plugin like Gravity Forms or Contact Forms 7, things like that, just to show you Elementor's form builder. You go into any page that you want to add the form to. We'll remove this widget for now, and you want to search for form and click and drag that over. And you can see the form with the basic form setup, name, email, message, but you can also add different form types, form field types, and you can change the label, you can change the messaging, things like that. And then you can also style it exactly how you want it. You can change the text color, you can change the field color, you can change the button color, the styling, all of that. So it comes with its own builder, its own form builder. So again, it saves you from having to get a separate form builder and then finding one that's compatible with Elementor. You can also just get Gravity Forms and Contact Form 7. You can add those forms onto an Elementor page as well. But if Elementor comes with its own form builder, then it might be better, just to save you from adding more and more plugins, to use Elementor's form builder. You can customize the notifications, and you can also save the submissions as well. So there are features there that work with other forms, the way other forms would, but it's with Elementor's own system as well. So it comes with the form builder, and you've got marketing tools, so you can make sure every single page and post that you have is suitable for SEO, and you can do all of that within Elementor as well. It's also compatible just with Rank Math and Yoast, so you can use those plugins as well if you prefer to use those as well. And it comes with premium support. So with Elementor support, you can submit a ticket anytime, 24/7, and speak to someone either via email, tickets, or some kind of live chat. So you get all of this in any plan that you buy, and I guess depending on what type your business type is, the plugin that would be right for you just depends on that. So for example, you've got the Essential plan, which is $59 USD a year. That will allow you to use Elementor Pro on any one website. And the Advanced plan, you can get it for any 3 websites. And then you've got the Expert plan for 25 websites. And the Agency plan will give you over 1,000 websites at $3.99 a year. So it really just depends on you yourself as a person and as a business, which you would prefer, how many websites you would be building with Elementor. You could just get the Essential plan and plan it and play around with one website and see how you feel with Elementor, and then later on update your plan to one of these 3 if you know that's something that you're going to be using more in the future. Once you've selected the plan that you want, you just click Buy Now and fill in your information, either to create an account or to sign in, and then enter your billing information. And then that'll give you the plugin either by email, or you can download it directly from the account page. To install Elementor, all you need to do is... The next plugin we're going to talk about is Divi, and Divi is another builder similar to WordPress, similar to Elementor, but as I mentioned before, it's more for people who do have experience in building websites, because there is a bit of a learning curve when using this. With Divi, it's a first choice among designers because it has a minimal interface, as long as you don't try to do too much stuff at once. It's very fast, it has lots of customization options, and lots of page templates are similar to Elementor in that sense. The way Divi works is it also has a builder similar to Elementor. So you can see here, similar to Elementor, whenever I hover over things, I can essentially edit and add columns, widgets, things like that. And you can sort of add your own sections as well. If you wanted to see a more basic overview, that you can just click on this toggle button here, and you can see there's a bit of a cleaner overview as well. That might help essentially navigate the site a bit better if you are building a page by yourself. So it's very kind of useful in that sense. In terms of widgets, you can add quite a few. So if you click on this plus button here, you can see all of the widgets that come with Divi. There's accordion, blogs, gallery, text. All of that comes within the Divi library as well. So it's fully easy for you to kind of use and customize that way. Divi is a back-end and front-end visual page builder, and it's for mainly web designers. It's well-rounded, it's very easy to navigate, it has a simple interface, and it has good, powerful features, and has, again, the templates library, so you can select a bunch of different templates that are already sort of mobile-friendly, and all you need to do is change the content and maybe change the styling a little bit. So there's global templates, there's strong design, it is very fast, and there's also great support channels available. If you ever need any help, you can just submit a ticket with Divi Elegant Themes on their website on your account, and they'll be able to answer your questions. And the live chat support, however, is only for pre-sales. There are a few bugs, particularly when you're creating more complex layouts. And again, if you don't have any experience in building websites or website builders or even coding, there is a bit of a learning curve. It's not as front-end friendly as Elementor would be. Hence why it's a site mainly for web designers and not for everyone who wants to build their own website. So the user interface, a little different to Elementor's, and probably the most unique ones. Main difference being there's no sort of sidebar of editor. So Elementor, if you remember, they have that sidebar with all of your editors. The controls are very subtle, and the color scheme is at the bottom is nice and bold. So you've got the blue. Anything in blue are your main sort of sections, anything in green are your column structure, and anything in black is the actual widgets. So that kind of works as a kind of guide to what you're editing. So it's a very sort of intuitive builder. Then you've got this flat version as well. So this kind of version of the builder kind of puts everything very top level, so you can see where your headers are, you can see where your sections are, rows are, and it kind of works. Visually, it's very good. You can also do some front-end editing if you go back to the display version. You can see you can stretch out sections just by clicking and dragging on the sections. For example, if I wanted to stretch out this section here, I just need to click and drag that, and you can see it increases the height to however I want it. This feature is a little bit buggy, but it does work. One of the main drawbacks, though, is that you can't hide elements on mobile. So with Elementor, there are certain all your elements that you add on desktop, you have the option of hiding them on mobile. So that is a sort of big drawback when it comes to other builders, but you can sort of readjust the margins and padding by dragging them, which is a big plus over other builders. A lot of builders don't really do that. As mentioned before, the main drawback of Divi is that there's a steeper learning curve than most. So if you look at this interface, there's lots of options for editing a button, the site overall, individual elements, and that's awesome for sort of experienced developers or people who have experience with web builders. But it can be tough if you're getting started as a beginner, especially when you compare it to other page builders that are very much sort of click and drag and drop, things like that. But it does have extensive range of templates and design modules as well. But a very good pro of Divi Builder is that it's very fast, much faster than Elementor. Every edit, it happens almost seamlessly, no matter how many edits that you try to make. And you can also sort of, even previewing or restoring past versions, they're very quick to re-edit those sections as well. And it's really important that your page builder is fast. Page builders are normally they're larger programs and they do tend to slow down your site a little bit. So having a page builder that is fast and really easy to edit and doesn't slow down your site is really good. And this is really important for page builders to be able to be that fast. So this would be a very good sort of pro for Divi. In terms of support, as I mentioned before, so you can submit a ticket with Divi. So this is obviously in the demo, but you basically select what you're having help with, or you can send them a message. So they have live agents on standby for pre-sales question, and they're very quick to reply. But after you've purchased, you only get the support if you have purchased a plan. And depending on which plan you select, you can either get normal sort of premium support or you can get lifetime premium support. With Divi, though, there are loads of forums out there, very popular sort of Facebook groups as well. So if there's any issues that you're having, most likely you'll find an answer by other people who have probably faced the same issue. In terms of pricing, there's no free version of Divi the way there's free version of Elementor. This is kind of different to other page builders like Elementor and Beaver Builder, is that you can't buy Divi as its own product. You have to buy the entire sort of Elegant Themes membership, which includes all of their Elegant Themes plugins and themes, things like Divi, Extra, Bloom, Monarch. All of these are included with either one of the plans you buy, and you have to buy one of these plans in order to use Divi. So you can see you get yearly access, you can get lifetime access. With the yearly access, it's $89 a year, and then the lifetime is $249. So you get the one-time fee with the lifetime access, and you also get lifetime premium support. So instead of buying instead of buying just one thing, you just have to buy the entire thing. And just depending on how you feel about Divi as well, it's up to you if you want to get the yearly access or the lifetime access. If you don't renew, if you get the $89 a year and you don't renew after 12 months, you will be able to continue using the themes and plugins, but you won't receive any updates or support until you renew it again. So the annual membership cost is reasonable enough and sometimes works out cheaper than some other standalone builders like Beaver Builder. Even though this seems more expensive than Elementor, just to remind you to also look at sort of license limitations. So this membership will give you unlimited access to use on as many sites as you like, whereas Elementor Pro, for example, was between $49 to $199 a year for installing on a number of sites, and it's not unlimited. So it's a great deal, especially if you're interested in their other themes and their plugins as well, because they do offer quite a lot. In terms of which builder is right for you, as with any tool, Divi Builder isn't going to be the right choice for everyone. Elementor isn't going to be the right choice for everyone. It just depends on your site needs and also you yourself as a person. Are you someone that has lots of experience with website builders and design? And that then Divi might be a better option because it does. Even then, if you just want to start a new blog and you don't really know a lot about web development, you might not be able to make the most out of Divi's USP in terms of like a suite templates and sort of a lot of customization. If you're someone who definitely wants to build their own website and you have no experience, or you're a bit hesitant to get started, then Elementor might be a better fit, just because it is aimed at people who don't have experience in that area at all. In terms of pricing, in terms of performance, it's not just page builders that'll have an effect on performance. Obviously, the amount of plugins that you have, what themes you're using also affects it. As mentioned before, Divi is slightly faster in terms of editing. It's a lighter, more lightweight plugin than Elementor would be. But both perform well. Both have similar load times. It's just a one-off test, basically. But Divi has built-in script optimization, which helps lower the amount of HTTP requests. But you can do something similar with Elementor. You just need a third-party plugin like Auto-Optimize. So as long as you're implementing sort of WordPress best practices like file concentration with Auto-Optimize or WP Rocket, Elementor is a little bit ahead because it has smaller page sizes in some testing, but Divi also offers good performance as well for a page builder plugin. Again, with the pricing, depending on how many sites you use, it might be cheaper to use Elementor or Divi. First of all, with Elementor, you get that basic free version, whereas Divi only comes in premium. And you can get a lot done with the free version. So if the free version works for you, then it's a no-brainer to choose Elementor over Divi. But then if you need to use the premium features, then the situation is a little bit different. So Elementor will be probably cheaper if you are planning on using it for one site. It's only $59 US per year. And then the plans here are for like 1 year, 1 year pricing basically. Once you've paid for 1 year, you can keep continuing using your version of Elementor Pro, but if you want to renew it, you'll get access to support and updates as well. So if you're only just using the one website, then it might be cheaper to use Divi or to use Elementor. However, with Divi only has 2 pricing plans, and both of them let you use the plugin on unlimited number of websites. So you got the yearly, which is $89 per year, and then lifetime, which is $249, and that's a one-time fee as well. And again, so you get access to all of these things like Divi, Extra, Monarch, all of that. The price gives you access to all of them, and it also means then it's cheaper to use it if you're using this plugin across multiple different sites, because with the lifetime access, you only need to pay for it one time, and then you get premium support for life, lifetime updates, and all of that. All things taken into account, Divi Builder is definitely cheaper if you're wanting to use the website across different sites, especially if you are wanting to use these extra plugins that come with it, like the ones that Elegant Themes do. Then it's cheaper to kind of get Divi. On the other hand, if you know you only need the page builder for one single website, then Elementor Pro will just be cheaper, obviously. When it comes down to which page builder you should use, Elementor or Divi, it comes down to sort of what features that you need. So if you think you'll need the pop-up builder, then go with Elementor. If you want the built-in A/B testing, go with Divi. It also depends on your budget. So depending on if you need it for multiple sites, if you need it for one site, if you need the premium support, things like that, Divi will be cheaper, or Elementor might be cheaper if you only just need it for the one site, or maybe the basic version will do. So you need to think about whether the feature difference make a meaningful difference to you and how the pricing fits in with your budget. The similarities between both of them is that they're both very visual drag and drop interfaces. Each of them have widgets that you can sort of click and drag onto wherever you want. There's detailed styled options, there's responsive design settings. Both of them have a theme builder functionality, so you can edit the core parts of your theme, things like the header, footer, single blog, single product, things like that. where Elementor kind of wins over Divi is that Elementor has that pop-up builder. There's a bit bigger sort of third-party marketplace, so you can get third-party apps to enhance your website even more, either with that's for more widgets or more functionality, things like that. Elementor tends to have a smaller page size, and also it offers a free version as well. It's cheaper for a single website if you are just using the page builder for a single website. And then where Divi wins over Elementor is that it has the A/B testing. It comes with a both theme and a plugin version. It has more templates than Elementor does, and it has fewer HTTP requests. But again, you can fix that with Elementor with using Auto Optimize or WP plugin, WP Rocket. The Divi membership gives you access to all Elegant Themes products, and it's cheaper to use across multiple websites as well. And then once you've made your choice, you just purchase Elementor Pro or Divi according to your needs. But those are just some things that it comes down to as well.